know my room is a mess. I'm just so busy all the time. This is what falls to the side here. So what I'm starting out this video by, it's 12:59. I have not eaten breakfast. I just got done working out. I'm gonna go downstairs and make something to eat, and then I'm going to sit here and watch a show that I'd like to watch. Oh, to use my muscles. Here's my chair. I'm going to make something to eat. My TV's right there, and I'm going to start off my weekend by sitting here and watching a show and eating something. All right, so I have a turkey sandwich right here, and then I have salad with an apple, and then this Coke Zero. Not really I didn't know I liked Coke until I started drinking these. I've just been having cravings lately. So this is what I'm drinking. I also like to drink water, and I need to find a spot to set these things. All right, I am getting ready for the day. I'm going to my daughter's softball game. I just took a shower. I feel so tired. And the reality of my life is that I am so busy all the time. It's a lot with, oopsies, just looked at my shirt. The reality of my life is that there's always some sports event going on. And we have 3 kids. They're all in something. We just finished up baseball for one of them. And then I'm about to sneeze. And okay, so baseball, but it's year round. Year round. We're trying to get ready now. So if you hear any voices in the background, that's what's going on. I am just brushing my hair. So if you see any little messes or anything like that, I just can't get to it. I'm a substitute teacher. Don't have the extra funds to hire a housekeeper. The other day I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw these moms and they had their videos up, and I watched for like 5 seconds, and it's hard for me because everything looks so perfect. Their house looks everything would be like in Better Homes and Gardens, and I think of how my life is definitely not that way. In order for it to look like that, so my hair is this long. I know I always pull it back, but yeah, it's pretty long. But it's also gray, so I don't wear it. For the longest time, I bought this at a thrift store, and for the longest time I thought this shirt was from Old Navy, but it's actually from Kohl's. Non-sponsored. My nose is starting to drip. I have major allergies. Anyways, I need to finish getting ready because like I said, I just don't have a whole lot of time, and I won't have a whole lot of time to talk to you, but just showing you. So I ate, I watched a little bit of my show, and I know I could have been doing some cleaning or something at that point, but I was eating, so I took 30 minutes to watch that, and it was just something on YouTube. And then what did I do after that? I think I just started getting ready. There's a little bit of chatting with the family, just seeing what's going on, and I did sleep a little later today than usual, but then the time just goes by fast. So I need to blow my nose, and I'm going to get everybody out the door. We gotta get going to this game. So, bye. This video is not sponsored. This is the salad stuffer at Panera. I wanted to try it. I saw the commercial and just wanted to show you and share that with you. I know I was drinking the Coke that I had earlier, 0 sugar and no caffeine. That was a treat. Bought myself that just for fun. And here's some bread. This is what I ate at Panera, non-sponsored. All right, I wanted to talk to you outside. I'm about to go on a walk. If you listen closely, you can hear, I'm trying to be quiet. It's really early in the morning and I have zero privacy. I'm in my backyard. I have zero privacy. So the neighbors might hear me talking, but that's okay. Maybe they'll think that I'm on the phone with someone. All right, I have been so completely exhausted for the past 2 days. We just got back from so we had rented a hotel, but then when we got there, they said something was wrong with the room. So they upgraded our room to a tree cabin, which was absolutely amazing and unexpected. I've been so sort of just sick for the past 2 days. My symptoms were just being really, really wiped out. That first day I woke up, so we got back Wednesday night, but then Thursday I woke up and I just felt so sore in my chest here. So I don't know if those are just muscles that that I haven't used in years and years. There was actually a point on this trip where it was really special because my kid's father took the youngest one home early because we drove 2 separate cars, but he took the youngest one home early because he had a baseball tryout. It was awesome because I had that feeling of like I don't have to watch a little child and make sure that they're not going to drown and just be on that constant supervision of watching. Moms, if you have little ones, you know what I'm talking about, that constant, watching someone else, and you're there as the mom to watch that young child. So he took him, so then I just was with my older son, and who's a great, fantastic swimmer. He loves the water. We had a blast. My daughter was with her friends. My son and I, we went. He was sort of afraid to go on a closed-in water slide for the first time, and I kind of wanted to experience that with him for the first time. I've been on that before, but I wanted to do that with him. He finally was like, okay, there were some of them you could take a float that had 2 seats, so we went on that together. Got some frozen yogurt there. I just love putting the toppings on, and it's just so much fun. A nice special treat. What else can I tell you? So we did that and we came back. We were only there for one night, so I just was completely wiped out. And then I looked up online, is it possible to get sick from being in a wave pool? Because we were in a wave pool for a while. So everybody, I'm sure, has their things, right? About just like maybe something that bothers you, okay? One of my pet peeves is being at a pool and then seeing someone else's Band-Aid floating in the water. It really, really grosses me out. And for some people, I don't know that they mind that. We were there, and in the wave pool, I saw a Band-Aid. And I said to the lifeguard, I said, hey, I was like, does someone clean this out? Because there's a Band-Aid right there. And she just kind of was like, and then my son was already far out in the wave pool, and he's like, come over, Mom, come over. This is so much fun. I thought to myself, I started wading through. I'm like, I'm only doing this for my kid, doing this for my child. It was just hard after that. And then I started looking around and I'm like, I'm actually just taking a big, large bath with all of these people. So then I started to get grossed out, and then I told him about the Band-Aid because my son is like me, and I knew that, I talk to my kids and I'm honest. I'm like, there's a Band-Aid right there. So anyways, I said to him, I said, we'll do one more round of the wave pool, and then I just don't want to be in here anymore. I'm just kind of having... So anyways, just to be positive though, if you're going to a wave pool, I would, or even a public pool or anything like that, try to do it in the morning, because I think that's probably the cleanest part of the day. This was late in the afternoon that we were there, and I'm sure everything from all those people was just floating. I mean, I saw fake fingernails at one water park that we were at. It was an outdoor wave pool, but I've never felt so weak and fatigued and not like myself as I was after this trip. We went to the wilderness, and I'm not trying to say anything negative, just talking about my experience. It was, let's see, I mean, other than that, you know, it seemed to be very clean. The bathrooms seemed to be very clean, and everything seemed to be really clean. I guess a suggestion would just be, if someone could, they have all the lifeguards around, maybe there could just be somebody that could walk around with gloves and just kind of like clean some of that up, because I just think it's nasty. So I told my son, I said, all right, so just checking something. So the Band-Aid, I said the Band-Aid's on that left side. I was like, when we leave, let's exit this way. So we started like wading out of the pool, and we were exiting. And then what did we find? We found 2 more Band-Aids, but they were attached. So that was how, I don't know. We left there then. We headed out that second day. We left later in the afternoon, but it was a lot of fun. Right now I'm going to exercise. As far as what I'm doing today, last night I went to, because I wasn't feeling good, I went for, so we have a fast food place by us called Culver's. So I went there, but the one in our neighborhood, never going back there again. I just always have a bad experience. My experience last night was I had some free coupons, because there were experiences that we just had this summer. It was one experience, because I try not to do that, to eat out often. The experience was, am I really saying this to the world? I mean, why not? Because I was going to write, I just, last night, and when I was like early in bed this morning, when I was just kind of laying there thinking about my life, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a Google review this time, because something needs to change there. Okay, what happened was, my son, we went there earlier this summer, and he found a hair in his food. And there's mainly just teenagers that work there. So, I mean, when I order, it just seems like they're really young teenagers, or even just like in their early 20s. Okay, so he found a hair. I showed it to the people, because I just feel like that's unacceptable. I mean, when you're eating and you're paying, I mean, I paid $40 for us to eat there. It's like, can we just get like food that doesn't have a hair? Like, I'm getting so frustrated even thinking about it. Is it too much to ask to, you know, you earn your money and then you want a quality product in return? He had a hair in his food. I got upset because, you know, so I just went to the front and I said, hey, and I didn't like say it very loud, because I didn't want the other customers to hear. And I just kind of showed them, and I was like, this is what we found. Can we get another burger? They brought one out right away, and then they gave me a couple of free coupons. So last night I went in, and I went up to the person. He had a tag that said manager, and he wasn't like, oh, hi, welcome to Culver's, how can I help you? He just kind of like looked at me like as if I worked for him and I was doing something wrong. That's like the look that he gave me. And then I could tell that he was staring at the coupons. Like, that caught his eye right away. He just was kind of like, and he saw the coupons in my hand. I'm not trying to scam Culver's for free food. I just figured, you know, I'm going there to get a couple cheeseburgers. We've got these free coupons. I mean, it was just for a pint of ice cream, which is like this big, and then a medium cheese curd. Moving on. So he definitely wasn't happy with me about having these and using them. So it made me feel super uncomfortable. And I thought, you know, going through a bad experience of finding a hair in your food and then them giving you a free coupon, it did kind of make me feel a little bit better. I thought, okay, like they're trying to make the situation better. They understand, and they realize it's not acceptable. Was the first thing that kind of was like uncomfortable for me, where it's like I wasn't even greeted nice, no smile, no nothing. I ordered the food to go, and then I stood off to the side, and the person that was running the food, so like bringing it to the tables and I guess to the people waiting inside, he had my food but then just kept walking right past me. But I was like, should I say something or should I just stand here and be patient? And I just was, my usual self, where I just was trying to be patient and understanding, and I thought that may not be my food. I saw him come back from the dining area, and he had his fingers in the under the lid of my ice cream. I thought, I don't want that ice cream now, but do I make a big, like, do I say something? Do I not say something? Like, or am I overreacting? So I'm trying to fast forward through this story. He ended up figuring out that me, who had been standing right in front of him, that was my food. He gave it to me, but then he started to explain to me that it was my fault that I didn't get my food sooner because I didn't have a number. It was not given a number by the manager, who, wouldn't you know, if I'm supposed to have a number, give me a number. It was just upsetting because it's like I didn't come here to get like scolded. I was so hungry and I was sick. That was the whole thing, is that I was sick, so I wasn't making a meal at home. I just wanted some food in my stomach so that I could have the energy to go about the rest of my day. So I was eating the ice cream, and then it tasted like there was something in the ice cream. I don't know what it was, but I like kind of wiped it on my hand, and I was looking at it and like kind of going like this. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was like I have no idea what it was. I don't know. I'm hoping it was something with the mixture of the ice cream, of how they make it. And then I tasted like ice crystals. As I was eating it, there were ice crystals in it. And I'm like, I would have been better off just running into the grocery store and grabbing like a container of Breyers. Not happy. Oh, so yeah, I think that was it. So, but I'm going to exercise now. I have such limited time to do all of my tasks. Today I will definitely we've got sports tonight, a tryout for volleyball. And now that I have my energy back, I'm going to run and get some chicken breast and then bake that in the oven, and then I'll make some jasmine rice, and I've got some broccoli that I'll roast that, and that'll be like a big lunch. And so that'll be good for my daughter to have that, because like her tryouts, I've got to be 20 minutes from where we live by 4:30, and I think it goes until like 7 or 6, something like that. So yes, technically I could make the dinner after. I mean, we'll see. It's just kind of like we've been eating so late lately, but I just wanted to have a little chat with you and give you an update on everything that's going on. And I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.